Hi, I'm Andrew Yang. You may remember me as being the guy who wanted to get money into the hands of millions of Americans. Well, I'm still at it, and I'm now the founder of Noble Mobile, the first carrier that pays you to use your phone less. With Noble, you get unlimited talk, text, and 5G data on the T-Mobile network, and you can earn up to $20 cash back a month for getting off your phone. Try it for just $10 a month. Go to noblemobile.com/yang10. That's noblemobile.com and use my code YANG10 to get paid to use your phone less.
Hey, Trojan family, what's up? Welcome back to the USC LAFB show. I'm your host, Ryan Dybert, here on the LAFB network. Super fast update, but just more accolades for what is going to be, or who I should say, is going to be an absolute star for the USC Trojans. Jahkeem Stewart, just today, named to the Football Writers Association of America All-American list, or Freshman All-American list. So just a huge honor for the young man who is going to be an absolute cornerstone, should I say, for this USC Trojans team, and needs to be for them to reach all their success. So he is the 22nd FWAA Freshman All-American, USC's 22nd, I should say, the 10th defensive Trojan to earn the honor. And he joins the likes of Sean Cody, Ray Maluga, Leonard Williams, Adoree Jackson, and remember Kalen Bullock. Kalen Bullock, I know it was a bad defensive time for USC, but there were some really good players on that team, and Kalen Bullock was one of them. Local kid, went to John Muir High School here in Pasadena, had a good career, and obviously he's killing it with the Houston Texans right now. So Jahkeem Stewart joins that list. When you look at the full list, and I'll read this quickly, of all 22 USC freshman All-Americans, you have Sean Cody, Mike Williams, Winston Justice, Darnell Bing, Reggie Bush, Dwayne Jarrett, Sam Baker, Ray Maluga, Efferson Griffin, Nick Perry, Robert Woods, Bobby Trees, as we call him, Marquise Lee, Dion Bailey, Leonard Williams, Toa Labadan, saying that wrong, I'm sure, Adoree Jackson, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was a fun player during USC's times, obviously Rose Bowl winner. Keaton Slovis, remember, shocked the world when he took over for JT Daniels. Kalen Bullock, Zachariah Branch had a great freshman season here at USC, and Elijah Page in 2024, and now Jahkeem Stewart. So joins a very storied list. Had a remarkable season when you think about it, all things considered. Finished the year with 18 total tackles, 7.5 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Also had that massive interception and a massive fumble recovery. So just the sky is the limit for this young man. And to think he did all of that, accomplished all this with a fracture in his foot the entire season. Remember, he missed the first game, popped up on the injury report week of, in a walking boot. Everyone's like, oh no, this is our prize from the 25 class. Here he's in a walking boot. They said it's not that serious. He's not going to miss a ton of time. It's limited. And so he missed the first week and then he was back. And it's like, okay, whew, everyone can kind of breathe a sigh of relief. But, we at practice saw he was still in a walking boot like every week. And, we didn't really know and didn't want to speculate what it could be, but really limited in practice, but then played mostly in every game since that first game going forward. And so then we come to find out after the year that he had a fracture in his foot, ultimately did not practice hardly at all season. Like went through fall camp and then played in the games and then probably did workouts and stuff like that, but did not ultimately practice and was still as good as he was. So imagine the ceiling of this kid going the next year fully healthy, hopefully stays fully healthy, and being able to actually be fully developed within the system, within the program, practice daily, be fully in the workouts and everything like that. Think of how good this guy can be. So I remember we've talked about it, so I won't belabor it, but there was questions like, man, he looks like he's so good at there. Why are they taking him out? Like, why is he only getting 14 snaps? Why is he only getting 12 snaps? Well, now we know it's because he's playing on a fractured foot. So he had kind of limited reps available to where he could get that kind of success, because you can only get so much power when you have a broken bone in your foot. There's going to be like, hey, I can gut through this for only so long. And he certainly did that. So special player. And the sky's the limit for this young man, and truly a Trojan. You can tell he's pumped to be here, stoked to be here, and continues to help recruit newcomers to come and rebuild this team and this defense to what it's supposed to be. So really excited to see what he can become. But yes, the USC's 22nd Football Writers of America Freshman All-American. He was also the PFF Freshman All-American as well, and was named to the Sean Alexander Freshman of the Year Award watch list prior to the season. So I fully believe had he not had that injury, he would have been like a true, All-American, Freshman All-American with the likes, but just didn't have the statistics to get him on that list. Just going up against some of the other great defensive interior guys, especially, the freshmen in Maryland and some other really good players across the country. But I have no doubt, fully healthy, this guy can be the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year next year. I've said that before. And knowing what we know now that he played with this injury, like there is no doubt that if fully healthy, not only is he going to help USC turn this thing around defensively, but I think he can win Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year accolades. When you look at him, Floyd Boucard, Jadea Abasiri, Jamie Winfield, Tom Tapui, what they're going to have there in the interior, Jamal Jarrett, we should see a massive improvement on that interior defensive line, and we have to see it if this team wants to get to where they want to get to. So good stuff there, and hats off to Jahkeem Stewart for continuing to elevate his play and now earns the accolades of Football Writers. I keep wanting to say Pro Football Writers, but Football Writers of America Freshman All-American team. So appreciate you, family, as always, for hanging out with me. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us to continue to grow. I'll be back with more stuff later today. Tim Pringley and myself are planning to be live this evening. I'll drop the exact time. It'll probably be 6 or 7 Pacific time tonight, Wednesday, depending when you're listening to this. So Wednesday night, Tim and I should be live taking your calls, talking all things USC. So hopefully see you all then. As always, family, fight on. Hey, Trojan family, thank you so much for hanging out and watching the USC LAFB show. Before you go, let me tell you quickly about our friends over at Sleeper. Go right now, download the Sleeper app. It's the #1 sports app, not just for season-long fantasy, but they've got live pickers, they've got live stat updates, they've got a chat you can chat with other users, plus the daily pick'em, which is a blast, or daily fantasy, whatever you want to call it. You go and pick 2 to 8 players across any sports. If you're talking USC, go choose Jaden Mayav in his next matchup. Pick more or less passing yards, more or less touchdowns. You stack those, and you can win real money. When you go to make your first deposit, make sure you use our promo code USCLAFB. You're going to get a match deposit up to $100. Put in $100, you get $100 free to play with from Sleeper. Put in $10, they'll match you that $10. So now you're sitting at $20 to play with. But also right now, for any new users, no deposit required. You get $20 free entry. You can stack both. You can get the $20 for free. Go make a deposit. Use USC LAFB. And now you've got a bunch of free money to play with right there on the Sleeper app. Check it out, Trojan family. And when you do, tell them the guys at the USC LAFB sent you.
Hi, I'm Andrew Yang, former presidential candidate and champion of getting more money into the hands of millions of Americans. I want to tell you about our new company, Noble Mobile, which is the first phone carrier that pays you to use your phone less. Did you know Verizon and AT&T paid out $18 billion in dividends to shareholders last year? That's money they make by overcharging you for data. Noble changes all that. You get unlimited everything on the T-Mobile network. Plus, when you use your phone less, you get up to $20 in cash back each month, and we give you a 5.5% interest rate on it. Most importantly, Noble members use their phones 17% less each month because, hey, people like money. And as a listener to this show, you can try Noble for just $10 if you visit noblemobile.com and use the code YANG10. Stop overpaying for your data, go to noblemobile.com/YANG10, and start getting paid to use your phone less today.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.